Welcome to our 11th Naperville Business Network meeting of 2021. Very excited this morning to have all of you here on Zoom, as well as our 5 networking groups on Facebook and also my company's Facebook page, QCamp. My name is Michelle Sherritt, and I am one of the founders of the Naperville Business Network. I am also a local business owner running 2 businesses here in town. QCamp, which is a full digital marketing firm specializing in creating user-friendly websites, social media marketing, SEO strategy, advertising, and Situated Research, a usability firm where we have 6 PhDs on staff specializing in different areas of usability. We test video games, software, and websites to ensure they are user-friendly. Before we begin this morning, I would like to go ahead and tell you a little bit more about our groups. We are comprised of 5 powerful networking groups: the Naperville Business Network, the Oak Brook Business Network, Northwest, Windy City, and North Shore. Our groups were started back in 2008 on LinkedIn and have grown to be the largest networking groups online. We decided to take the groups live about 2 years ago, and we now have over 332 paid members. We're still growing and would love to have you become a member as well. As we know, with COVID, our groups have only been meeting virtually and will continue to do so until the end of the year. We will open our groups back up to in-person events starting the beginning of 2022. Even during the pandemic and being virtual, we have gained new membership and have kept our current members, offering additional advertising opportunities for their businesses and helping our members to make connections within our group, but also out of our group. You can learn more about our membership advertising opportunities and upcoming events on our website at naperbiz.net. Today, because we are on so many different platforms and we have many people on our online community on Facebook and LinkedIn this morning, we're keeping everybody muted. So if you do have a question, if you're on Zoom, please just type it in the chat box. When I get to Q&A, we'll go ahead and address those questions. If you're on Facebook, just type your comments in the comment section. So today, let's go ahead and get started. So today we're talking about hashtag research. This is a workshop where hopefully you're able to take away a lot of good information, some really good tips, and guidelines on how to do this. Everybody's like hashtag this, hashtag that, and a lot of business owners are confused. And this workshop just isn't for business owners, though. It's also for anyone who's handling your social media marketing within your company. So it's being presented today by myself, Michelle Sherritt. I am the founder of QCamp, as I stated earlier. We're a full digital marketing firm located here in Naperville, Illinois. And we're very excited to bring this workshop to you. We've been doing a lot of market research the last couple of months, trying to find, do our hashtag research and do our influencer research. And we're finding that there's a lot of influencers out there who make claims that they know how to do all of this, and they have workshops and courses and things. And we'll talk about that later on. But basically, they're not giving you any tangible information where you can actually apply it for yourself. So hopefully we do that today for you. So today we're going to talk about influencer marketing and what that is. How do you even find influencers within your industry? How do you create your audience demographics so that you know who to target once you do find those influencers, once you connect? Trending hashtags within your industry, how do you even find out what those are? How do you do competitor research? So tomorrow we have a workshop that's going to be same time, same place, where we're going to dive more into competitor research and how to really do that. We'll touch upon it today a little bit, but tomorrow's workshop will be more in depth. We're also going to talk today about ads and analytics and how you figure out if what finally you're posting is getting any traction, getting engagement. And then if not, how do you tweak that? We're going to talk about custom hashtags. A lot of our clients are like, I want to start a custom hashtag, and they have an idea, but how do you pursue that? How do you make it popular? And then we're going to talk about reach versus relevancy. So what is influencer marketing? Basically, influencer marketing, you want to amplify your brand. You want to get your brand out there to as many people. So influencer marketing is basically a type of social media marketing that uses endorsements and product mentions from influencers. So people who have a dedicated social following and are viewed as experts within your niche, your market. The best way to find influencers is simply to just do a Google search. So you can look up your industry. So for us, we're a social media marketing firm. So I would go on Google. I would type in social media marketing. They're going to start popping up right away because they're paying for ads. They are doing their SEO on their websites. So they are going to pop up on the very first page. You're going to notice them. And then you can go on to their Facebook pages, and then you can start following them. And then all of their content is going to start showing up in your feed. And we're going to get more into that in just a few minutes. But just understanding what influencer marketing is very important. How does that differ from traditional marketing? So influencer marketing, we're trying to build relationships with people who have influence within our industry. When we say influence, we mean they have a huge following. You go to their Instagram account and they have thousands of people following them. You go to their Facebook page, they have thousands of people following them. How did they get this following? What type of content are they posting? So this is all part of the research that you need to do. With traditional marketing, we're basically looking at print advertising. We're looking at just creating content and posting online to post. And that's just not going to cut it now. It used to be that, oh, show your presence online, post at least 2 to 3 times a day, and you're going to get noticed. And that's just not the case now. So how do you find an influencer? So the first thing that I told you is simply do a Google search. But before you even do that, you want to identify your business's goals, your marketing goals. So you want to know, how are you going to achieve these goals? So once you figure out your marketing goals and you list those out, what you want to achieve from marketing online, then how are you going to achieve those goals? You want to scout influencers. You want to follow people that you see posting within your industry and that have a huge following. Look to see if they're engaging with a strong audience. So let's say do a Google search, you find an influencer, you find their Facebook page, you start following them, their content starts popping up on your timeline, their sponsored ads start popping up as well. You see that, you're seeing what they're posting. That's great. They have a huge following. Awesome. The third key component is anybody engaging with them? Are they getting comments? If they're getting 2 or 3 likes on a post and it's consistent and they're not getting any comments, they're not considered an influencer. Influencers can get their audience to comment. They can get their audience to engage with the type of content that they're putting up. So researching industry influencers, we have Marjorie Hale, and these people are made up. I'm just giving you examples, but Marjorie Hale is our persona type. She's a lifestyle expert. On Instagram, she has 32,000 followers. She talks about modern holistic living and health. She has a lot of engagement. She has at least 10 to 12 people posting, commenting under her posts. She has at least 30 to 50 people who like her posts each time, sometimes even more, just depending on the content. So she would be someone that we would want to follow if we were within that industry. Leah Sherman here, she's a marketing guru. She's a LinkedIn expert. She's an Instagram influencer with social media advice and different courses that she offers. She has a huge following, tens of thousands of people on LinkedIn and Facebook. She has tons of people who sign up for her free courses. She's someone who I'm in marketing, I want to follow. Lots of comments, lots of tagging. She does a great job, you can tell. Natalie Bowman, she's a business coach, 86,000 followers, topics trending on small business advice and entrepreneurship. So if I was within that industry, I see that she has 86,000 followers. She has a lot of trending topics that she's talking about, a lot of interaction, a lot of engagement. She's someone that I would follow. So once you figure out your influencers within your industry, now we need to look at trending hashtags. So we're trying to make our list of what's popular. So now we found our influencers, we've got that list, we've started to follow them. Now we're going to start looking at hashtags. So what are industry peers discussing within our industry? So we've got those influencers. Now we have links to their Instagram accounts. We have links to their Facebook accounts. So we can see what they're posting. But when it comes to hashtags, we can also see what they're using as well. You want to position yourself as an expert too. You're an expert within your industry. You're a business owner. You started your business. You have a niche in the marketplace. You have to stay current on news and events, as well as industry trending topics. So that way you stay informed, you know what's going on, and you engage your customers, because your customers are seeing this consistently with other influencers. And if you're not staying on top of it, people are going to know pretty quickly. So how do we do competitor research? So we find our influencers. Usually our influencers within the marketplace are our competitors as well. And so basically we want to spy on our competition. And like I said, we're going to have a course on this tomorrow that dives into competitor research and why it's so important and how to actually do it step by step. But basically spying on your competition. So with our clients, what we do is we have them list out 3 of their top companies within their local area that they consider to be competition. And then we choose one nationally known company that definitely is their competition, but nationally. We look at what they're posting. We look at what hashtags they're using. Is their audience engaged? What are they not doing that we could be doing? We have a client who we just started working with about 3 months ago now, I believe, where they do celebratory yard signs. And so they're in our local community. They asked us to help them out with their social media marketing. So this is the first thing that we do. We come up with a social media marketing plan. And within that plan, we obviously do competitor research. So we looked at their top 3 competitors that they felt were competitors within our local area. We looked at one nationally known company. And we found out even with the nationally known company, nobody's posting videos. Everybody's just posting yard signs in yards, which is great as an example of their work. Everybody's different. Some people have bigger signs. Some people fill up the whole yard. Some keep them smaller. Some use big numbers. They're all different. But nobody was posting videos. Nobody was posting testimonials. So that we figured that out pretty quickly by just looking and doing our competitor research. So that gives our client an edge. We started doing videos. We started doing testimonial videos. We started interviewing little small kids who come out, and see their birthday sign in their yard. What's the reaction? And that's all gaining traction now. It's getting engagement. And their competitors don't have that. So when you do competitor research, you find things out like that pretty quickly. So how to research your competitors? Once you figure out who your competitors are, some of our clients don't even know who their competitors are, which is a really big problem. But we can quickly figure that out just by doing Google searches. But once we figure out who they are, then we need to look at their marketing strategy, the relevancy that they have within their industry. We have to look at industry trends and news and be engaged. So being a social media marketing company, I can tell you that we are, we are subscribers to many different online websites that have trending news within the social media marketing realm. So, social media news is one. We get the email every morning. We can see what's trending, topics that are trending, keywords that are trending, news within the industry. So it keeps us up to date. It keeps us up to, the topics and the news within our industry so that we can talk about it as well. So when we create our posts and things like that, or when we write blog posts, we know what topics to talk about. We know what's popular. We know what people care about. So really knowing what's popular really leverages us with what content we create. So when we engage our audience, we have social reach and website traffic. So we want to make sure that when we engage our audience, what does that reach look like? Are we reaching anyone? Are we engaging with anyone? Are we getting a lot of website traffic and in turn turning those people into paying customers? The best way to figure this out for a business owner is Google Analytics. Google Analytics is a free tool. We use it for our clients. That's like the first thing we do is we make sure that their website is hooked up to it, that they have an account, because that is our basis for everything. That is going to show, hey, yeah, we did a post on Monday. It worked. We had a lot of engagement. We had a lot of people come to the website. It worked. Did our phone ring off the hook that day? Maybe not, but maybe those people aren't ready to buy right now, but we got them interested. We got in front of them. They went to our website. Then we can look at within Google Analytics and see how long they stayed on our website. What pages did they go to? What was their user journey? User journey basically means from the time that they went to our website, what did they do? Did they just go to the homepage and leave? Or did they then go from the homepage to our services page? And then from the services page, went to our contact page and contacted us. What did that journey look like? We can also use social media reporting. Again, free. Instagram has it, Facebook has it, LinkedIn now has it. You can figure out very quickly what posts, what type of content you put up is getting engagement. You can also briefly look over your Facebook page or Instagram account or LinkedIn account and figure it out pretty quick as well. I will tell you this, and I'm sure you've heard this before, but videos are really engaging. People really like to see videos. You don't want 100% of your content to be videos, but you do want some videos in there. And some of our clients are a little apprehensive to do videos because they're like, I don't want to be in front of the camera. But once you get them going, they're good. They always funny things happen within these videos. Sometimes we have clients like our real estate clients do Facebook Live videos. One idea that we have had that's been very successful is going into a home that you're selling and that you're representing and just show them the kitchen. You know, this wow kitchen, do a Facebook Live video. Point out, you know, the soft closed drawers and the appliances and this and that, and get people to be like, oh, I want to see the rest of the house. And then end the video. And so that's worked very effectively for our real estate market. So just different ideas and different things to just keep people engaged. That's what you want to do. But how do you figure out if people are engaged? You just can't go by likes and comments. You have to look at the traffic. Did you get anyone from these posts to your website? Because ultimately, all the marketing that we do is to get people to our website. It's to get people to call us, to get people to contact us, and then buy our services or products. So you want to have diversified campaigns. These are types of paid digital marketing campaigns. So I purposely took the percentages off of this wheel because it's different for every business. When I was making this presentation, I was putting up percentages, you know, oh, you should be on Instagram 30% of the time. You should be, you know, it's different for every business. It's different for every industry. For our social media marketing firm, we don't have a cookie cutter plan for every business. Every business gets their own marketing plan. We have to evaluate your business. We have to look at your competitors. We have to look at your offerings, what your special niche in the marketplace is. Everybody's different. We have hundreds of real estate agents. This is just an example. But we don't have one cookie cutter marketing plan for our real estate agents because they're all different. They all have different personalities. One may do residential, one may do commercial, one may do residential, you know, for homes that are under 100,000. One may do luxury real estate. Everybody's different. The demographics too are different. Some real estate agents are working with younger first buyers. That's their niche in the marketplace. They're really good at it. So that's who we need to target. So then this wheel is going to be totally different. So my point here is that there's not one plan for everybody. Okay. And if someone tries to tell you that, yeah, There isn't. They don't know what they're talking about. You have to have a diversified campaign that definitely includes all of these pieces. So being on Instagram, being on Facebook, doing Google ads, Facebook ads, etc. Definitely doing SEO for your website is important as well, because you want to get found online. And we'll talk about being on page 1 of Google tomorrow when we talk about competitor research. So custom hashtags. This is a big one as well. A lot of our clients come to us and they're like, we've done competitor research, we've done hashtag research, we're on Instagram, and we're following these hashtags. However, we want to stand out. And the only way for us to stand out, we believe, is to have a custom branded hashtag or product hashtag. This just means that you're starting from scratch. You're building up a following for your custom branded product hashtag. So for us, we're a digital marketing firm. How many digital marketing firms do you know out there? There's tons. How many social media marketing firms do you know? Tons. So if we just put hashtag social media marketing, guess what? It doesn't really set us apart. So what we have is QCamp Design. It has our business name, but we design marketing plans, we design websites, we design strategies. So that's why we use that. So that's unique to us. So if you go on to Instagram and you put hashtag QCamp Design, you're going to see all of our posts. Are people starting to use it? No, because this isn't really, it is a custom branded hashtag for us. But if somebody was on Instagram looking for QCamp, they're going to find all of our posts. Is another company going to use QCamp Design? No, because QCamp isn't their business name. So when we're talking about custom branded hashtags, we're talking about something that's unique to you. Maybe you have a unique product. Maybe you have a unique service. We have, just for instance, we have a radon mitigation company, local, that we work with. And their motto is the Radon Man. So we custom branded that hashtag. So my client was like, well, what does that mean? I don't understand Instagram. Explain it to me. So basically we started that hashtag the Radon Man. And so now that's our hashtag. And so now all of our posts are going to come up. Other people can tag us. Other people can use the hashtag as well if they're within the radon industry. But what it does too is it helps us to custom brand him as the Radon Man. So it goes with our customization there for his branding. There's other new things in the line for their company and things that they're doing in videos and things like that that I can't divulge to the public right now. But that hashtag is going to be very, very important because it's going to set them apart from their competition, which is the big thing. If we just put hashtag radon or hashtag Naperville or whatever, that's not going to custom brand him. So he has a unique little brand there with the Radon Man. And so now we're going to start gaining a following, which is huge. So with custom branded hashtags, you've seen, McDonald's obviously is its own brand, but McDonald's could do something like the McRib sandwich. That definitely is unique to them. It's a custom hashtag to them. And somebody else could use that hashtag. So let's say I go to McDonald's, I get a McRib sandwich. I'm really, really, I'm trying to think of the word. I'm really into Instagram. I use it all the time. I take a selfie of the sandwich or something like that. And then I use the hashtag McRib sandwich. So then that's going to start popping up everywhere. And so then if people follow that hashtag or follow McDonald's, they're going to see, hey, someone posted and said the sandwich is amazing. That makes me really hungry. I'm going to go get one. Same thing with pumpkin spice latte. When we think of pumpkin spice latte, what do we think of? Starbucks. So that's a good hashtag and a unique product specifically to Starbucks. A lot of people, when we work with them, want to use hashtag Chicago or hashtag Illinois or hashtag Naperville or wherever they're located. And that's too generic. You want to make sure that your hashtags are unique. So you want to do like unique locations. So combos like Coffee Lovers Chicago. That's different. If we just used hashtag Chicago, thousands of posts are going to come up. So some people here are a little confused. I see some comments coming up as to why is this important? I don't really get hashtags, this, that, and the other. So earlier I said you want to follow the most popular hashtags. You want to include those within the posts that you put on Instagram. So when you do that, go to Instagram and just in the search box, put hashtag whatever you want. You could put Coffee Lovers Chicago or Pumpkin Spice Latte. You're going to see unique posts come up with those hashtags. Now put in hashtag Chicago. You're going to see, yeah, it's popular. It probably has millions of posts per day, but someone who's following hashtag Chicago is not going to go through those million posts a day and see your post. So there's a difference between finding a hashtag that's popular to one that no one's going to see your content. So there has to be a balance. There has to be some uniqueness to the hashtags that you use within your posts. And we're going to talk about that. So we have to look at competitiveness, we have to look at relevancy, and we have to look at popularity. So what hashtags are best for your brand specifically? You just don't want to, for our company, we're a full digital marketing firm located here in Naperville. I do use hashtag Naperville in our posts because we're a large town, but not really too many people use hashtag Naperville. The following is a couple thousand, which is good. That's a good audience size. And when I look and I researched hashtag Naperville, our posts usually come up pretty, at the top. And so people are seeing them. If we had millions of people using hashtag Naperville and you went to it and we were way at the bottom, nobody's going to see it. What's the point? If we put in hashtag social media marketing Naperville, that's going to be very specific and you're probably not going to see that many posts, but people may be following it because it has those keywords, social media marketing, and it's in Naperville. So it's giving you a specific location like we talked about on the past slide. Here, locations and combos. So Coffee Lovers Chicago. So it's giving you a unique location, which is important. So the key to hashtag research is to analyze the popularity. Look at the competitiveness. So once you look at that hashtag and you do a search on Instagram, look at what other posts are coming up where people are using that hashtag. Are your competitors in there? If they are, click on those posts. You can definitely click on, when you do a search on a hashtag, and all the posts come up there using that hashtag, you can just scroll over each post. You can see what the content that they posted. You can see the other keywords that they have posted as well. And you can see the relevancy as well, just by doing this. The best thing to do is to do your hashtag research on Instagram, because it will also sometimes bring up different competitors that you didn't even know about within your local area. And then you can see what they're posting, what type of topics, what content, and you can also see the other hashtags that they're using. So hashtag Chicago, like I said earlier, or a few slides ago, is going to be very popular. You're going to have hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people following that hashtag. And so you're like, well, if there's hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people following the hashtag, why wouldn't I want to use it? The problem is that, like I said, you're going to be buried in the mix. And people are only going to, if they're following that hashtag, see the first 2 to 3 lines of posts that come up. And so people are using this all day. People are using Instagram all day. So as more posts use hashtag Chicago, you move down the list. So some of our clients are like, well, how about if I post at the end of the day? And then I'll be at the top of the list. That's not how it works, because the next day when someone posts, you're at the bottom of the list. So using unique hashtags is key and important. You want to reach many people, but you don't want to fall down the list so quickly that you get lost. It also can generate spam comments. So there are a lot of people on Instagram who will follow a popular hashtag, and because it's popular and they really don't know what they're doing, they just start commenting random things on posts using the hashtag. So I'm sure you've seen this if you are on Instagram and you are posting for your business. People do this all the time. They'll post things like, oh, really, really great picture. It's just generic comments, or I really like this. And people do that because as a business owner, you go on your Instagram feed onto your profile, you can see who's liked your content, you can see who's commented, and right next to it is a blue little button that says follow. And a lot of business owners or admins or whoever's taking care of your social media marketing is like, I'm going to follow everyone who likes or comments on my posts, because then in turn they'll see that and then they'll follow me and then my followers will go up. Bad idea. Especially for people who are doing spam comments, because they're just trying to do the same thing. So it really, you want to grow your following, obviously, on Instagram and your other platforms, but you want to make sure it's a following that will eventually buy from you. I mean, that's the whole point for doing marketing. And so these spam comments just aren't going to get you there. There's also a lot. We just had a client who I talked to on Monday, and they said, oh, I went to this website. I won't say what website, but I wanted to grow my audience. So I'm paying them $75 a month to do that. And I've grown my audience on Instagram by a couple hundred people just this past week. And so I'm really excited and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, well, what's the website? So they shared it with me. And I said, let's look at the type of people who are following you. And for one, more than half of them were made up accounts. So this company is making up accounts to make you think that your following's growing with real people within that are going to purchase your services and products. And so you just keep paying that $75 a month. And it's a subscription. And just to let you know too, it was very hard to cancel them out of it. There was no way on the website to cancel them. We had to do a lot of research to even find an email address to email someone. And finally, just yesterday, they emailed us and said, we'll cancel your subscription at the end of the month because you've already paid for a month. So don't fall for that, because you will also, those companies generate a lot of spam comments as well through those fake accounts to make it look like you're gaining a lot of engagement now. So their service is working. You're gaining a big following now. Their service is working. And as a business owner, you're just seeing the numbers go up and you're like, oh, awesome, this is great, but it's fake. So don't fall for it. So with hashtag competitiveness, we want to look at three things. We want to look at the number of followers. So how many people are following the hashtag? We want to look at how often do people post using that hashtag. So let's say hashtag Chicago. How frequently are people using that hashtag throughout the day? And you can follow it. And you know, a lot of people on here are commenting saying, I'm a business owner, I don't have time for all of this. It's easy, just putting in the hashtag on Instagram and just checking it out maybe 2 or 3 times a day for a week, or 3 days, just randomly whenever you can think about it, put it on your calendar, whatever you have to do. You can see how often people are using the hashtag. And hashtag Chicago, we found out is being used at least 10 times an hour. So it's very popular. But again, if we use that hashtag, we're going to get lost in the mix. And look at the level of engagement by followers. Is that hashtag even effective? Are people commenting? Are there discussions happening? And so again, once you research that hashtag, just hover over with your mouse and you can see the content that's being posted and you can see the comments and the likes and all of that, and you can evaluate that yourself. So the whole point of this is we want to aim for relevancy. We want to be very industry specific. So we want to conduct enough research to show our expertise for what our company is interested in, what our niche market is in the marketplace, what is our unique product or service that we sell. We want to look at hashtags that are used, but not overused. So finding a balance. We want a smaller audience of hashtags because those often have higher odds of engagement. Relevant to your niche, you need to make sure that you choose hashtags that are relevant to you. Don't pick a hashtag just because it's popular. We have some clients that come to us, we evaluate their social media platforms, and we're like, why did you choose this hashtag? This has nothing to do with your company. Oh, well, it's very popular in our area. And then our post comes up and they look at it. And we're like, well, you didn't get any comments. You didn't get a discussion going. They didn't like your post. So, oh, but I got exposure. No, if there's no engagement going on, if you're not engaging with someone online, they're not going to go to your website. They're not going to look at your product. They're not going to look at your service. Proper brand exposure is important as well. So you want high engagement, but reduce those spam comments because that turns off customers. Think about when you're on Instagram and you're looking at, your friend's feed, your feed, but your friends on there that you're with on Instagram, and you see that they're selling something, a product or a service, you're following a company, whatever, and you see these spam comments, it turns you off. Our parent company, Situated Research, does a lot of research around this. And so we found that most users, about 86% of users, are just like, bye, see ya. This isn't relevant content. This isn't engaging. This doesn't help me in any shape or form. I'm out. And some will stop following you as well. So you have to be very careful with that. That's why that client that purchased that software to gain followers and engagement on her Instagram account and had fake accounts and fake comments and all of that, lost a lot of people that were following her that she got organically on her own. And so that was a shame, but hopefully we're able to build that up for her. So let me tell you real quickly a little bit about our company, QCamp. Like I said, we are digital marketing experts. I started this company with my husband, Matt Sherritt. He's the founder. He has his PhD, and that's kind of how we started our parent company, Situated Research. And then we have Sarah Goodfellow, who is our social SEO lead. We also have 50 other people that work under us that help us with our marketing department, with our clients. So what we do is we'll look at your social media accounts. We'll look at your channels that you have. We'll do a free consultation with you to kind of review it and say, you know what, you're not using key hashtags within your industry. You need to do this, that, or the other. Who are your competitors? We'll have that conversation. So it's a conversation starter. We're basically here to help you to either have a plan, get a plan, and work on this on your own, or to hire us to do so. So that's kind of who we are here. Just some parting words. A $13.8 billion industry in 2021, influencer marketing has $5.20 return on investment, so ROI, for every dollar spent. This is from Influencer Marketing Hub. So you can see your return on doing anything marketing related, social media marketing related, is huge. Influencer marketing is huge. The whole reason why we did today's talk is because for the last 6 months, we've been doing our market research, our influencer marketing research. And there are 3 top nationally known marketing influencers out there. And you've probably seen them on Facebook. I'm not going to give their names, but we went to their classes. We went to their free workshops like this. Then we went to their private Facebook group pages that they created for us. We did their workshops. We did their worksheets. And then it just seemed like fluff. It didn't give us any tangible information for us to say, hey, okay, I understand that I need to do this. I understand how I need to do this, but I don't have the time. I can't do this. And so then they sell them on a course or something like that. So, and then we would attend the course, we would pay for the course, we would do the course, and it wouldn't give us good information. So the reason why we're doing this workshop today and the reason why we're doing the workshop tomorrow is to at least give you a base for how to do hashtag research, how to do competitor research, and give you a taste of what you need to do, and then have you attend another workshop so we can really dive in for your business. Look at your business head on and see exactly what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong, and what needs to change. So I have some more information. We're going to do Q&A in just a moment, but I'm going to put up our contact information. You can find us online. We are on Facebook. You can go to our website, and we also have an Instagram account. The course for tomorrow for competitor research, that information will be on all three of these pages, as well as our networking pages as well. So you can register there, or you can just join us on Facebook Live tomorrow at the same time, 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. And so I will leave you with my personal contact information as well as we do Q&A. So you can reach me on Instagram personally, you can call or text me, and we also have my personal email address as well. So let's go ahead and get to Q&A. I'm really excited about this. There's been a lot of comments and things popping up here on Facebook. So we'll go ahead and address those one by one and see how far we get. So the first question is from John. He says, my business is not on Instagram. Should my business be on Instagram? We are a law firm. So yes, you should be on Instagram. There are many law firms on Instagram. There's different types of content that you could post. You could post informational tips, things like that. Do some research on Instagram. Make sure you understand, first of all, who your top 3 local competitors are within your industry. Look them up on Instagram. See what kind of content they're posting. We do have some attorneys that we work with we do put them on Instagram, and we have many ideas that we could give you as well as what to post. But every law firm is different. They specialize in different types of law as well. So the content's going to be different, but you definitely want to be on Instagram. We have Karen here on Facebook. When you are doing hashtag research, is it a good idea to have a running list made of topics, hashtags, etc.? That's how we do it. So we do make separate lists. We look at the different competitors' pages. We see what topics are engaging. We see what hashtags are engaging and popular. We make those lists and then we decide. Something that I didn't mention in the talk was how many hashtags should I use? That's a question that's coming up. I see some people who post a ton of hashtags. I see some people who post 3 hashtags under a post. What is the correct number? So there is no real definitive answer to this. We get asked this all the time. A lot of the influencers in our market, we see use, 20 to 50 hashtags, and that's not proper. That's not properly done. They're overdoing it. They're oversaturating the hashtag market. So a good rule of thumb is you want to have at least 10. So that way you're coming up under those 10 hashtags. That's always a good number. But we would say keep it under 15. If you need to have more, you just feel like, this post just hits too many topics, I need to have more, then underneath, after you've posted in the comment section, go ahead and put those hashtags. That's a good way as well to get some more engagement too. Stacy's asking, how often should I be checking or doing hashtag research? That's a good question. Again, not a definitive answer, but definitely would depend on your industry as well. So how quickly is your industry changing? What news is coming in within your industry? So for social media marketing, obviously things are changing every day for us. If we're a law firm and we do, simple, I don't know what the term is, but maybe marital cases, divorces, things like that, maybe, it doesn't change that often. So I would say maybe every 6 months, but for us, definitely, we try to do it at least twice a month because it's changing so quickly. There's hot topics on social media marketing all the time. So we definitely need to do that more often. So it does depend on your industry and your business as well, and what services you provide and where you're located too. Location is key as well. Chris is asking, how much is your course coming up and for how long will the sessions be recorded? So yes, so to answer your question, I had mentioned earlier that we will be having a course. It's going to be a week-long course that we are offering in December, and that will be announced at the end of November. And we're not too sure as of yet. We're, putting it all together right now. But the sessions will be recorded, and we will have a Facebook group page where all of those sessions will be on there. So when you register, you will have a link to that private link to that Facebook group page. And so if you miss a session, you can definitely go back to the page and you can watch the recording. There'll also be worksheets as well for you to do after each talk, and other guidelines too for you to use and follow. Matt's asking, how do I find influencers within my industry? So as I said before, doing a simple Google search is a good way to start. Usually when you find your influencers, then you can do another Google search with their name or their company name. And then that's always a good way to start. And then their Facebook pages will pop up, or their Instagram accounts will pop up. And then you can click on them. So let's just say the Facebook page. You go to their Facebook page, you start following them. So you hit like. Now all their ads, everything that they put up is gonna come on your timeline. So you're gonna see everything that they're doing now, as long as you check your timeline. Same thing with Instagram. So it's always just a good way, just a simple way, just do a Google search and you should be able to do that. Janet's asking, how do I get influencers to notice me and my small business? I'm very small. It's just myself and my husband. I'm not too sure how I would even get an influencer's attention. So what is the point of doing influencer marketing? And I really didn't understand, somebody else is saying, I really didn't understand what the influencer marketing was. So again, finding people within your industry who are online, who have a huge following, who are offering courses on a subject matter, who wrote a book, who have a couple 100,000 people following them, that have a lot of engagement on their posts, who are commenting, liking, etc. So once you find those people, you have to have your own network built up before you can contact them. Because if you just contact an influencer and you say, hey, can I be on your podcast? Can I be, on your next Facebook Live? They're going to say, let me look at your following and see if you have a following, because they need to get something from it too. So the best thing to do, and the way that we started out, is just starting out small, doing our hashtag competitor research, doing everything that we talked about today and what we're going to talk about tomorrow will start to get you a following. And you have to do it for a few months. You have to have at least a couple hundred people following you. Don't have to have 1,000. You don't have to have 2,000, a couple 100,000, but at least having a couple hundred following you, and a consistency that you can show that, hey, yeah, last month I had 100 people following me. Now I have 300, or now I have 400, whatever it is. Influencers want to see that. And then showing that you are an expert within your industry. You're consistently posting good content. You have good engagement. you have a good following, you're posting blog posts on your website. If you do that, if you have a podcast channel, you're doing that consistently. Everything has to be consistent. They also want to see the website traffic to your website too. They want to see that consistency as well. They want to see the numbers going up. So when you post something, they want to see those numbers skyrocket. They want to see, hey, in June of 2021, they only had 500 people coming to their website a day. And now in November of 2021, they have a couple 100,000 people coming to their website a day. That traffic has increased because they want exposure too. It's reciprocal. So they don't want to be hooking up with people who are not influencers themselves, because that doesn't really give them exposure. They also are going to look at your audience. So they're going to see the demographics. They're going to see the ads that you've placed. You're going to share that with them. All of this to kind of say, hey, I want to start being an influencer within our industry. I feel that we would be able to connect this way or that way. This is how we could help each other out. So having a plan in place as well when you contact these folks is important too. Someone else said, why have you decided to start doing this workshop coming up? I've been following QCamp for a while. I saw that you used to do webinars weekly that stopped. Why the sudden urge to do this workshop? So as I said, well, first of all, thank you for following us for so long. We have been in business since 2008, so that's a while. I did used to do weekly webinars, and we also had a social media 101 course that we did. It was recorded webinars. And we simply, you paid for it, you got access to those recordings. No worksheets, no interaction, no answering your questions, things like that. So now we've decided to start doing this workshop. So today is an introductory to that. Tomorrow, the competitor research is another introductory. And then, like I said, in December, we'll be, or end of November, we'll be announcing the course. And then in December, we'll have the course. But like I said, the last 6 months, we've been doing our competitor research, our influencer marketer research, and we're really bummed out. And as small business owners attending these workshops, just getting fluff. There, again, no tangible information really. And they were using scare tactics. They were like, you need to do this because blah, blah, blah. And if you don't do it, your business is going to fail, or you're not going to be present on Instagram. And, all your social media marketing efforts will be lost. So you need to come to our next workshop and you need to attend our course. And they're selling these courses for $5,000 and more. And a lot of people you just see on the comments just saying, oh my gosh, I need to sign up. I need to do this. I need to do that. And it's like, whoa, stop. First of all, this whole workshop, you didn't give me anything that I could take away and go implement myself. And you gave me scare tactics. You scared me into attending your stuff. So, they may have had a couple 100 people on there, like let's say 600, and maybe 5 of those actually purchased this $5,000 course. But they got those 5 people. So it was just depressing to see. And then to actually attend the course and not get anything out of it either was just a bummer. And people are getting fooled. So we want to give you, of course, we're running a business. We want to make money as well. But we want to help local business owners too. And we don't want to sell you something where you're like, oh, I paid for this, but I didn't get anything out of it. And I have the time and I wanted to do this on my own, but I didn't take away anything. We want you to be able to do that. We want you to be able to interact with us, ask questions, have us evaluate your social media platforms, give you advice on doing better, and suggestions on what you can do, and just giving you information that you can take in layman terms and understand without a marketing background, without a social media marketing background, and be able to implement it. Now, the course coming up doesn't have to be for business owners. Again, it can be for anyone who is handling your social media marketing, your office manager, your admin, whomever. But definitely anyone who touches your social media marketing should attend. So we are going to go ahead and end things now. A lot of great comments saying thank you so much for all the information today. It was very helpful. You are exactly right. I have attended many workshops, but this one really gave me some information I could take away. Thank you, Stacy. I really appreciate that. And other comments as well. So thank you. I hope that you will join us tomorrow on competitor research. It really is the key to everything that you do marketing wise, and it really helps to give you a leg up as well within your market and your industry. So again, it's going to be on how to conduct competitor research and be effective. It will be from 9:30 to 10:30 tomorrow morning. You can register on Zoom by going to our website at neighborbiz.net/events, or you can simply just join us like you did today on Facebook Live. And I just want to thank you again, and I want everyone to have a good one. Thank you so much.